There is a gap in the Easter story that nearly everyone ignores. We know what happened on Friday, the crucifixion, the darkness at noon, the earthquake, the death. We know what happened on Sunday, the empty tomb, the folded linen, the risen Christ. But nobody talks about Saturday. What was happening on that silent, sealed in-between day? What was unfolding in the hours when the stone was cold and the guards were watching and the disciples had locked the doors and given up hope entirely? The church has recited 3 words about it for 2,000 years, buried in the Apostles' Creed, spoken so quickly that most people never stop to ask what they actually mean. He descended to the dead, 3 words, 2,000 years, and almost no one has ever asked the obvious question. What does that actually look like? Mel Gibson asked. And what he found when he went looking changed the entire shape of the film he has been building for over 20 years. He did not find a quiet waiting room. He did not find a peaceful sleep. He found a war, a rescue, a prison break on a cosmic scale. He found the story underneath the story, the chapter that makes everything else make sense. He has called the script unlike anything he has ever read. He has described it as entering other dimensions entirely. He has said, with complete seriousness, that to tell this story you have to go to hell. So that is exactly where we are going. In the next few minutes, we are stepping into the hidden geography of those 3 days, the burial, the descent, the confrontation in the dark, and the moment on Sunday morning when the most heavily guarded tomb in the Roman Empire became the most powerless place on earth. By the time this video ends, you will never hear the word resurrection the same way again. Mel Gibson has always been someone who bets everything on what he believes. In 2004, every major studio in Hollywood told him the same thing. Nobody wants to watch a film about the crucifixion. Nobody wants subtitles in Aramaic. Nobody wants 2 hours of suffering with no action hero and no redemption arc. It will fail. Walk away. Gibson spent $30 million of his own money and made it anyway. The Passion of the Christ opened on Ash Wednesday and did not close until it had collected over $612 million from audiences around the world. For more than 2 decades, it stood as the highest-grossing R-rated film in domestic American history. An independent film. No studio, no franchise, no sequel bait. Just a vision so uncompromising it broke every rule Hollywood had written about what religious audiences would and wouldn't pay to see. But Gibson never saw it as a finished story. The Passion was always the first movement. The crucifixion was always the setup. The resurrection was always the point he was really building toward. And the moment the film ended at the sealed stone, he was already thinking about what came next. He spent years in development. He wrote drafts. He rewrote them. He brought in Randall Wallace, the man behind Braveheart. And the 2 of them, along with Gibson's brother Donald, began assembling a script so unusual that Gibson struggled to describe it in any conventional terms. On the Joe Rogan Experience, he called it an acid trip. He told journalists it would span from the fall of the angels to the death of the last apostle. He said it demanded going into realms that no camera had ever tried to capture. The film was delayed year after year. Audiences wondered if it would ever actually happen. And then, in January 2025, the title was confirmed, The Resurrection of the Christ. Production announced, cast revealed, and in a move that shocked nearly everyone, not a single actor from the original film was returning. Jim Caviezel, who had become synonymous with the role of Jesus for millions of viewers, was replaced by Finnish actor Jaakko Ootinen. Monica Bellucci gave way to Mariella Garriga as Mary Magdalene. Kasia